Streaming services are raising their prices and adding advertisements all across the board. The golden age of streaming is over and the dark days of cable may have returned. Except they haven't. At least not yet. So the big studios want us to pay to watch their ads, right? Well, what if we didn't have to pay them for it? Let me explain. Have you heard of Pluto TV or Freevee or any of these other free streaming services? They bundle shows, movies, and even YouTube videos into channels and then sell ads in the slots between them. They kind of are like the streaming versions of what cable used to be. You get some news, you get some basic sports coverage, you get some older shows and movies, and occasionally limited runs. What's a limited run, you might be asking? Well, here's an example. Pluto TV just had a bunch of the really old Godzilla movies free with ads. Sounds like cable, right? Except you paid for cable. Now, this lower cost does have a price. That's a strange sentence. If you're looking for your super hyped big name properties like Mandalorian or Stranger Things or Batman, you're not gonna find them on these services. At least, not yet. As part of their cost-cutting measures, Warner Bros. Discovery put something like 4,000 hours of content on these free services. Most of it you haven't heard of, but some of it you have, like Westworld. And the other big studios have signaled that they're getting ready to do something very similar. Now, does this mean we're going to be able to watch Star Wars for free in the near future? Well, no, but remember how I mentioned Pluto TV's limited runs?
They did something similar when they were drumming up hype for Season 2 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. They put the first season up on Pluto, all the while putting advertisements up saying, hey, the next season is hitting Paramount Plus soon, why not subscribe?
Now, this does mean you're not necessarily going to get the latest and greatest for free, but honestly, who needs it? There's so much to watch these days that it's become increasingly rare to become militantly addicted to a single show or a single franchise. And if you are addicted, then, well, you can pay for the service that gives you access to that all the time, whenever you want it. But for the rest of us who can't decide what to watch half the time, I think this is a pretty decent middle ground. It means we don't have to waste our money, it means we get a nice varied selection, and who knows, we might discover something else that we like. Is this new era of streaming ideal? No, of course not, but I do think it'll be a net positive compared to the worst case scenario. At least if you're not allergic to ads. Of course, there's also how these companies are going to use your viewership data, and that's a whole nother can of worms, but I do go into it a bit in this video right here. And if you want to know more about the free services like Pluto TV or Tubi or Freevee, or there's a lot of them. There's a blog post linked in the description below. As always, thank you for watching, hope this was helpful. I'll see you next time. Take care.